What is up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and welcome back to day 3 of 7 days of drugstore cruelty-free concealers. Today we are trying out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This concealer has been highly rated across like all reviewing websites that I saw, so people seem to really like this concealer. And bonus, Wet n Wild has recently extended the shade range to account for more skin tones. Yay! Super exciting. So I actually picked up one of the new shades to try out for you guys, and if you want to see that, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching, baby. First and foremost, before we dive into the specifications of this concealer, if you are new to my 7 days of cruelty-free drugstore concealer series, I will pop up the requirements right here, which we are counting. This is day 3. I have so far tested out the new Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, as well as the new Pacifica concealer called Liquid Cover. So if you want to pause this video and check those out, those are linked down in the description box. Otherwise, you can watch this one first, watch those ones later, whatever order you want to do, you can do you. But we do reference the other concealers throughout the different ones, so it's better to be in order, and it's better to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the other videos, right? Am I right? Am I right? So go down there, click that button, click that bell so you actually get notified, allegedly, when those videos are posted. Anyways, back to this Wet n Wild concealer. So this concealer retails for $3.99, so super affordable price range. It's about $3.99. I mean, sometimes like CVS had it for $2.89. I don't know what the difference is so much with drugstore prices and why some are cheaper others and some are more, but that's the tea on the price. It comes in 0.29 fluid ounces, so that's a pretty good size. This concealer has the most actual product inside of the 3 that we've tried so far, and the cheapest too, so that's very interesting. It now comes in 14 different shades, so that is excellent, especially for a drugstore concealer. Now I picked up my brand new shade, which is Fair Neutral. I was able to pick that up at Walgreens. So Walgreens did have a lot of the new ones, so that is good. But Ulta, it looks like, doesn't have the new ones yet. CVS, probably hit or miss. So just finding those shades is might be the most challenging part, but they do exist and they are on Wet n Wild's actual website, which I'll show the pictures up here. Now I'll show you the applicator of this guy. It's just a nice little basic, easy to travel with plastic container. Came in the little box with all the different claims and everything on there. So let me show you what the wand looks like. So little doe foot applicator, not flexible or anything, one of the stiff lip gloss type ones. And I'll demonstrate this Fair Neutral shade for you. It is pretty light, but not the lightest. I think they have maybe 1 or 2 lighter shades than that. So if you are lighter than me, you can check that out. This one, it might be a smidge light for me, but we're gonna find out right now. So as I've done every day, let's try to cover up this discoloration over here. Ooh, that is really light. Man, every single concealer so far I've gotten has been really, really light. Fastest I've blended. Let's go ahead and put on some foundation, and then we will go in with more concealer. Now going in with concealer everywhere else. This seems a little bit drier, so I think I'm gonna have to work in sections. So let's just do this portion first. It is looking really dry and powdery already. Okay, a little bit creasy, like instantly. Nervous party of one. It does dry pretty fast, so definitely working in sections I think is best. It's so light too. Which, the concealer being too light is not Wet n Wild's fault, it is my fault. Well, it's not their fault, but they don't have testers in the store, so it's all just a guesstimation. There weren't like any swatches of all the new shades I couldn't find anywhere. The struggle, the struggle. See if it covers up any of these pimply guys. You know, it did a really good job covering up the pimples. That's like the best coverage I think so far of this series, definitely. I just need to get a shade about 1 or 2 shades darker. Okay, here is up close and personal. So everywhere looks pretty good except under the eyes. I like that it covered up all the fresh acne that I have right now. Yeah, all covered up, not a problem. Blended, pretty okay, but I would definitely work into sections because it did start drying down. As far as dry time, it's been like 2-3 minutes and it's almost dry. There's just a little bit of stickiness to it. But let's talk about the under eyes. Under eyes are looking real bad. They are looking real cakey and creasy. The makeup has just sunk right in, like a implosion of concealer there. And I've tapped off the excess 2 times with the beauty blender, so I'm not liking that. But let's see what it looks like with all the topping products put on top. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so first up, I have to say this is the best that my skin has looked so far during this series. Overall, it looks really good. My pores are not accentuated in any way. They just look like normal, like how a good day would look. I love the coverage on the cheeks, so it did give me that, and I like the coverage on the little pimple guys. This one's starting to peek through. It's been about 45 minutes since like I first applied everything and finished everything. So that's starting to peek through now, but it's still not bad. Still better coverage than the other 2 concealers gave me. And the nose looks pretty good. The only area that I'm not liking it is under the eyes. Under the eyes look really dry, and now the concealer is like separated in there, and I can see that it's slowly gonna start to crease. Like already it's creasing. I mean, we don't really know, it's just a guess. So let's go ahead and see how that 8-hour wear test went. All right, you guys, so here it is after 8 hours. Let me zoom you in. So my thoughts, honestly, it's not looking bad. I'm a little bit greasy, kind of dewy, but honestly in person it just kind of looks like my foundation is worn in. It's not too shiny. I think yesterday's concealer, the Pacifica, was way more greasy looking. This one, it's like evenly shiny all over, not like just some random weirdness. Slight bit of powderiness right there on the nose, but not too bad. Tip of the nose looks good. The coverage over here remained the same, and pretty much the coverage around the pimples is a lot better than the other 2 concealers we've tried. Like this guy right here is still covered. This one is a little bit more worn off, but still not too bad. I still get a little bit of coverage. I am getting a little bit of that netting kind of powdery look, but it's not nearly as bad as the other 2 concealers. The creasing did happen under the eyes a little bit of a line right there. So I would say if you have fine lines at all, crow's feet, anything like that, you may not want to use this concealer for around the eyes. But I really like the coverage everywhere else and the longevity and just like how my skin looks like actual human skin. So I like that. Yeah, I think there's definitely pros with this concealer. I think really only the con is like not great for under eyes. But for like a $3.99 concealer, I think I could use this instead of my other Shape Tape concealer to cover up blemishes, to cover up that discoloration, and then use a different concealer like the Shape Tape right underneath my eyes, unless we can find a better under eye concealer this week. You never know. And then it wouldn't be so bad as doing like 2 $30 concealers, right? If we can bring at least one of them down, that wouldn't be bad. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts of how that one looks, how that one wears. I'm glad this one's wearing better because I was honestly starting to think that maybe it's just me and not these concealers, you know. All right, my love bugs, that is it for day 3 of 7 days of cruelty-free drugstore concealers. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series, and I hope you are ready for 4 more concealers that we have coming up. Have a couple of new ones still to try out for you guys, so I hope you are ready. If you are watching this series and you haven't yet subscribed yet, well, what are you waiting for? Go down, hit that little subscribe button, then you'll get notified when I upload. Outside of this series, I upload 3 times a week, and I just love having fun with makeup. Makeup's just for fun, guys. Like, we don't want to take it too seriously, but we want to take it like a little bit seriously, if you know what I mean, but not like too much where we can't have fun with it. So that's what I'm all about over here, and if you want to subscribe to that train of thought, go ahead and show me that by clicking that little red subscribe button. Thank you all so much for continuing to watch my series. You guys are awesome. I love you all, and I hope you have a great freaking freaking awesome, wonderful, happy, lovely day.